Hello everyone, Flamin' Shark back with another archived reaction review thingamabob, and this one is for the Grand Magic Games arc of Fairy Tail, which is episodes 151 through 203 overall. So this is gonna be the review archive reaction thingamabob for those episodes of Fairy Tail, the Grand Magic Games arc. The last one is going to be a massive post because that's going to be for everything up to GMG. So episodes 1 to 150. This one's going to be for 151 to 203. And then after that, we'll have another post for the next post after that will be the first 5 OVAs, followed by the first movie. Then there'll be more episode posts, and they'll just go on and on. There's going to be quite a few. The 1 to 151 is way longer, is a way bigger chunk than all the other chunks coming beyond it. But yeah, this post is for, like I said, episodes 151 to 203 of Fairy Tail. This is the Grand Magic Games archive post. Yeah, we're going through all the Fairy Tail stuff. We're archiving all the Fairy Tail stuff here on the channel, so that it's all accessible to all you guys. But if you're ever looking for reactions that aren't currently up on the channel for whatever reason, you know, copyright or community guideline, whatever reason YouTube was like, no, we don't want your video here. If you're ever looking for any of this stuff when it's not currently up, because I haven't re-upped it or whatever the case may be, almost always, it's in the archives on my Discord server, so if you ever want to look for that, check that out. It's a really fun place in general, but if you're just, yeah, it's the best place to, it's a holy place. But seriously though, a bunch of links down below, besides obviously all the reaction links to this arc. There's also the links to the Patreon. We all have a movie poll going on right now for the month of February. The winning movie I'll post a reaction to the winning movie on March 7th. There's going to be a fucking, what's it called? There's going to be there's a Twitter link, but I don't really use it, but I still appreciate it if you check it out. Like I said, the Discord server is a great way to get in touch with me. There's the My Anime list. There's also an email if you want to email me. I don't respond to the emails right away, but I try to respond to all of them. I think I pretty much have. I think I have. If I've missed you, I'm sorry. I'd probably want to send another one if I have missed you, because I think I've responded to all the emails at least once around, if not more. And I try to do that. But like if it's a relatively recent, like within the last few days, I might not have looked. I don't look all the time at that. I try to, but I don't. Sometimes I forget about it. But I always do look eventually. But yeah, lots of stuff. This is really cool. Like I said, archiving all of Fairy Tail is really exciting for me because this is such a huge series, and this is I really wanted to get this done before I finish Fairy Tail for a couple reasons. 2 main reasons. The first one is, when I finish Fairy Tail, I want to truly feel like I've completed it. And for me, part of that is getting all these re-ups back up, because I got to get all these re-ups back up, because if I don't, then I still have to make these re-ups for Fairy Tail after I've done the finale. And I want the finale to feel final, even though I get the feeling I'm going to get potatoed into 100 Years Quest Fairy Tail anime, because that's totally going to happen, and I'm going to get fucked. But that's okay. It's fine. I've accepted that. But whatever the case may be, at least for the time being, I can say I finished Fairy Tail. And I want to have actually finished it. So I wanted to get all the re-ups done before I finish it. I only have 13 episodes of Fairy Tail left, so I really got to get that going. The other reason is similarly because when I finish Fairy Tail, I want people to be able to come and have the full archives to all my Fairy Tail reactions available. So if you want to just fucking go ham and go through my entire Fairy Tail reaction series, it's available for you super simply. You can just go through the Fairy Tail playlist, watch all my Fairy Tail reactions, and have a good time with Fairy Tail from episode 1 all the way to episode 328. Obviously, once I get to 328. But yeah, that's really cool. And that's pretty much the main reason why, that. But also, I just need to get my re-ups done. I really want to be able to finish my re-uploads and not have to re-upload anything else. That would be a wonderful feeling to do that, because that was the thing. I was doing all those re-uploads of redirects and stuff, and I was pretty much finishing all of that, and then that's when I end up getting all my redirects. I have to take down all my redirects, and there's a lot of them that are still that I haven't, did re-ups for, but I've also done re-ups for a lot, so a lot of my old content is back available for you guys on YouTube, so I'm getting there. But yeah, really fun stuff. But as far as the actual arc, so GMG is an interesting one. I think this is an arc a lot of people like more than me. As you guys know, I'm a huge fan of, I love Phantom Lord. I don't talk about that one a lot. I love Galuna Island. I love the Loki stuff. I love Tower of Heaven. Going further down the line, Tartaros is fantastic. Zero is incredible. I really like Daedalus, but it's not like one of my favorites. But two of the arcs that I'm not the biggest fans of are Ration Seis and GMG. Now, I need to watch Ration Seis again, and I have good fond memories of it. And I do GMG too. There were some moments in GMG, like I think it was the first, I think it might have been episode 175, which I think was when Natsu fought Sing and Rogue. But I just remember the Levy letter and the teasing of how fucked up the GMG arc was going to get. And I got so hyped because I was like, man, this arc's been fun and kind of that. But if the second half of this arc is as dark and as game-changing as it kind of felt like they were building it up to be, I was so ready, because I honestly feel never in the history of the show, believe it or not, have I felt more like, holy shit, this is the game changer arc than the Grand Magic Games. That felt like the game changer arc right at the end of the first series. They really were hyping it up like this is going to be the best thing ever. And I think I even remember the OP that was the first OP for GMG, the first OP for 2014 Fairy Tail, which was, one of the GMG OPs. And the fucking start, and oh my god, like the way because obviously I reacted to the OPs way later, and I don't remember because there's some OPs that I did back in the day. I don't know if I did this, but I remember this OP from when I did the Fairy Tail OP reactions, and the OP only furthered the point of like, oh my god, this is the game changer arc. And they did the big thing with the dragons, and it was cool, but it just was not a game changer. I mean, hell, Tartaros was more of a game changer than this, and don't get me wrong, Tartaros, incredible arc. Tenro Island was more of a game changer than this. GMG just wasn't the fucking game changer that I thought it was, and I think from that point I was like, well, okay. It was kind of clear to me at that point that they were never really going to fuck with the status quo. That just felt like, obviously, Tenro, they kind of toyed with it a little bit, and they kind of teased us of it, but I still, I think it was Grand Magic Games where I was like, okay, they're never fucking with the status quo, oh well. But, it was an interesting arc. There was a lot of cool stuff, but there was also a lot that I didn't like. Like, there were parts that just didn't need to exist, and I just wasn't the biggest fan of the I wasn't the biggest fan of the whole, like, dragon thing with the Eclipse Gate. Like, I thought it was cool, and there were moments in it that were just fantastic. I'll never forget the 1 minute that Ultir bought. Now, it was kind of cheese how, oh my god, in the show that no one ever dies, everyone's gonna all die in this exact same minute, and then Ultir does it, but still, Ultir's sacrifice was one of the best moments in Fairy Tail. And there were moments like that in this arc that were just like, brilliant, but I just think overall it wasn't what it should have been, I guess, or it didn't live up to the hype for me. Whereas I think a lot of the arcs in Fairy Tail actually lived up to what I thought they could or would be. Like, I think Tower of Heaven did. I think Tenro Island did. Like, the best arcs, even Tartaros. I think Tartaros, for the most part, lived up to what it was hyped to be. Maybe not quite because of how hyped it was, but Tartaros is still one of the best arcs in Fairy Tail, so, in my opinion, so I really enjoyed it. But yeah, I'm not the biggest GMG fan, but obviously I had a million, like, fun-ass reactions, because there was a bunch of fun stuff in this arc, but it's not one of my favorite Fairy Tail arcs, but it was really cool, and, Yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say. So I guess we're going to leave it off here. If you guys want to check out the links to my other stuff, they're there. You can see what they are. And yeah, so Flamin' Shark sign out. Hope you guys have a wonderful, fantastical day, and I'll see you next time with another video. Thanks for watching. Peace.